Yeah, round of applause. We got a living legend in the building. Round of applause. We got a true MC in the building. Round of applause. We got a Renaissance man in the building. Round of applause. We got a beautiful brother in the building. Round of applause. In 1989, I think it was.
Wow.
Round of applause. No, 1990 when Take a Look Around came out.
Probably did some recording and writing on 89.
That big old Symphony.
Yeah.
What was that, 87?
88?
88. I'm there. If you only
man.
1 year off, that's pretty good at my age, bro. I'm only 1 year off. I mean, that's pretty good. And I was there. We just saw Killer Mike win a Grammy at 48. Round of applause for that. I was there. How many different people of age are getting those accolades? They misdiagnosed the culture. They misread it. They said it wouldn't last. He's a living testimonial of endurance, of longevity, of talent, of integrity. This man has never been. He has always been who he is today. I want to welcome him back to the show, and he's only at halftime in his career. Give it up for the one and only, the legendary Masta Ace.
Yeah. That needs to be the intro for the show.
I like that intro.
For the live show.
Y'all want to take that? I was actually auditioning. Come on, Marco Polo. I know how you do that. You steal shit from the show and then you put it in.
I got it.
Yeah, right?
That's perfect.
Bring you to Europe with us.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I always look at your Instagram feed, and I see you in all sorts of countries.
Beautiful.
Hold up, Marco Polo is back too.
Hey.
Producer extraordinaire.
Thank you.
Got a nice narration voice on this project.
Oh, man.
Talks about his daddy.
Yep.
Talk about that.
Lots of things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, Marco Polo. Thank you.
It's like, where do I start, Swipe?
I do beats.
I do beats. Masta Ace.
Yes.
Who had the most impactful verse on the Symphony?
Impactful?
Yeah.
That's how you started.
I would say G-Rap.
G-Rap.
The main reason I say G-Rap is because it impacted me, because after I did my verse, Craig did his verse, G-Rap goes in the booth and does that. I'm like, yo, I should have said something different.
Wow.
You couldn't change it?
I start thinking about other rhymes I could have said. It impacted me like that.
But back then, was it frowned on if you would have went back and changed your verse?
First of all, I wasn't even supposed to be on the song, so I was just happy to be in the room.
Okay.
Like, it wasn't.
I remember that story.
Yeah,
Great story.
It wasn't planned for me to even be on that record, but I was just wishing I said something different.
But for those that don't know the story, what happened?
It's a
great story.
We get new citizens every day.
Play
here.
the Symphony in the background so folks
Yeah.
can remember the
Who's
song.
first or who last?
This the
but
song.
I know that y'all just better rock this at the drop of a dime, baby. I don't know what
Play a
y'all
little
gonna
Ace
do
verse.
with this, but it got to
Walk
be
'em up the
funky.
line.
It got to be funky if you're gonna be on it. I don't care who start, I don't care what y'all do, but you got to be finished before the music is through.
Listen closely, so your attention's undivided. Many in the past have tried to do what I did. Just the way I came off then, I'm gonna come off stronger and longer, even with the drum off. I'll keep on going and flowing just like a river. I got a whole lot to give, so I'm a giver. Little at a time, new trails are blazing. Action is in effect and always stays in. Yeah, just like a shot from a cannon. I am the man in charge and I'll be planning a jam strong enough that it can lift your soul. I'm the originator and my rhymes are made of gold. Once you hear the capital A, rap it'll stay with you for a while. It won't go away unless you force it, because it stays with you, my friend. And if you force it away, I'ma hit you again. I project my voice so it's right in the crowd. There's a sign at the door,
No biting allowed.
and if you didn't read it, I suggest you do so, or you'll be stranded, just like Caruso. Sleep if you wanna, go ahead, get some shut eye. Man broke his jaw trying to
Say what I
say on the microphone. He should have left it alone, just for the record. Let it be known that my ego's only partially grown. And never would I ever condone fighting in any form. Yo, I'm only warm. That verse was the calm. Now
and here's the storm. Wow. Round of eight.
Pretty good verse.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Can you listening back? Are you proud of yourself?
I'm proud of myself that I was able magically to be on what people consider a hip hop classic record.
Uh-huh.
You know, that was my literal debut in the music industry nobody had ever heard my voice on any record until that record. And so I'm just proud that I was there. So AKA Glasses was on that joint. That's me.
That's you, man. Give it up for Masta Ace. Now, when this was made in '88, Marco Polo,
I was 8 years old.
8 years old. So you were still going to daycare? Or
Probably. In Canada somewhere.
In Canada somewhere.
Yeah.
What was your introduction to hip hop? Who was it? Who was that person that made you go, I got to do this shit?
Maestro Fresh West.
Maestro Fresh West, Canadian icon, legend. He used to come down to the Wake Up Show back in the day and smash it.
He's the first rapper I heard on the radio. And then shouts to my pops, rest in peace. He bought Tribe's first album.
Oh, wow.
Because he liked Bonita Applebum. That was his joint.
And look at that shirt you wearing.
Yes.
What is the shirt he's wearing?
Tribe Called Quest.
Yo, did you? Oh, Q-Tip like $1,000. Can you talk to him? All right. No, that's incredible. That was a no.
I want him on the next album.
He probably listening right now.
Nah, Tip's genius. You want to get Tip on the next album. On this album, Richmond Hill is out right now, citizens, out on all platforms. This is a great project. I listened to it from front to back to front, and in it you narrate this, right?
It's about my life story, which Ace thinks is very interesting because I started as a young hooligan with some addiction problems that I never really shared. You know, I've shared it a couple times publicly, but he wanted people to hear the full story, and that's why I'm narrating. So
tell us about we just had Emmett Smith on this show, bro. I kid you not. I wish I could show him the notes, and he was speaking about opioid.
Yeah.
Accidental deaths,
Overdose.
opioid overdoses are the largest reason for accidental deaths in the United States. We just had this conversation.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. So for reference, I'm 44 now. Richmond Hill is not Richmond Hill, Queens. That's Richmond Hill, Ontario, Canada, outside of Toronto. It's where I grew up. So between 14 and 16, I took the elevator very quickly from smoking weed to literally smoking crack, doing heroin, and going to rehab in the middle of high school. My parents had to remortgage the house to pay for treatment. Cost them like $200,000. Left, stayed sober since 16. I'm 44 now. And that's when I started, making beats, and music literally replaced the drug addiction and went into a positive.
Oh, my gosh, man.
God bless you, brother.
So here I am, and a lot of good things happened since then.
Wow.
If you were closer, I would hug you. So what was it like for you, citizens, when you go on the album, you do hear Marco Polo telling his story, talking about his dad when he was born, wasn't sure if his dad was even ready to be a dad, right? Right, when you were born. What else can you tell us about that story? Like, because it's a cautionary tale in it, obviously, for people who will be tuned in.
Well, I think it shows that addiction could hit any kid in any, because I grew up in the burbs. I'm not from the hood. I'm from Richmond Hill. It's a very mixed neighborhood, and you wouldn't think that could happen, with the people I was around, but it did. And yeah, it's just, I don't think anyone in my family expected that to happen, and it did, and it slapped everybody in the face. And I was lucky to have a support system. That's the star of the story. Right? I had two parents that were down to do whatever it took to help me. God bless them. So that's why I've stayed sober, because I'm like, man, if I smoke a joint, that's like a $200,000 joint.
Ain't that something?
A fact.
And the odds of kids at 16 staying sober after treatment are like 1,000,000 to 1. Like, I was in treatment with celebrity children. I can't name their names. I was in the fanciest place. You can look it up. It's called Hazelton in Minnesota. And 16 going right back to high school, staying sober, the odds were against me. And for whatever reason, I stayed sober.
You had purpose.
No alcohol, not a drop, nothing.
Yeah. Wow, congratulations, Marco Polo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did your father get a chance to see you start to win accolades like the Juno Awards?
Yes.
He
yes,
got a
he
chance
did.
to see that?
Yes, he did.
dope.
He did. Rest in peace, he did. Because he didn't understand when I told him at 21, hey, I'm going to go move to New York and be a rap producer. He's like, what? And then I started getting, Juno nominations for my albums, and he's like, oh, this is a real thing. You proved me wrong. And he was so proud. He used to, carry the CD in the car and show people. So he got a chance to see a little bit of my success, which is amazing.
Wow, man. Marco Polo's here. We've been celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip hop. And I just told you, he just mentioned, Masta Ace mentioned a song that came out in 1988. So that's 12, carry the 3, 36 years of the 50, right? Is your family proud? What was that like?
So I graduated from college
Right.
the same year, 88. And that year, I was already in the studio working with Marley, and I explained to my mom, like, you know, something going on here. Something kind of cool looks like might be happening. She didn't want to hear none of that. She's like, you got a degree. Where's your resume? You should be out there looking for jobs. Like, what are you doing? And here I am going to Marley's house, coming back the next day, spending the night, coming back the next day. And she was like, definitely not feeling what was going on, because I had just gone through 4 years of school, had this degree, and I wasn't putting it to use. And I think it was somewhere in the middle of that summer of '88 where she had left me a list of things that she wanted me to do around the house or whatever. Go to the cleaners, pick up this from here, whatever. But that day, that morning when I woke up, I went straight out. I got dressed and I went straight outside. I didn't even go to the refrigerator to see the list. Came home. She was pissed. She left me another note the next morning. I want you out by your birthday. And I needed that. It woke me up. It made me understand that I needed to figure some stuff out. I needed to be a man. And I respect that move that she made. I got my record deal, my advance, I should say, towards the end of that year, and moved out, got my own place a year later. And haven't looked back since. And since that time, my mom became, my biggest cheerleader.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah. And to be truthful, she always was. We just don't realize that at the time because we're young and we get put in this chaos, right? And you don't understand it. So so at the time we met, you was in it. That was some transformative years.
Right.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't have never known because, man, you used to come up on that show. Man, I was going through old school wake up show freestyles that I was going to surprise you
I would
with.
love to hear some.
I just couldn't know. I didn't know how to pull them. I had technological issues. I was
From an analog era.
From an analog era. I couldn't cut the half-inch reel. I didn't know what to do.
Damn.
Maybe you could find some,
Half
DB.
inch.
Look at Wake Up Show, I want to say Volume 1, Wake Up Show Freestyles, and I believe Volume 3. One of them, I didn't want to play because of something you said in the end. I'll tell you off mic.
This might be a doozy.
So we'll play one. I'm really, when you listen to this album, Richmond Hill, we haven't even talked about the music. We talked about the people behind it, and I thought it was necessary because of the way this album sits and feels for me. I feel like I'm getting to know these two. I'm asking them questions, but I feel like I'm getting to know them in a new way for the first time. So I appreciate your transparency. So you took his life story and wrote songs around it?
I didn't really write the songs around it, but I fashioned the theme of the album around his life story because I thought it was a remarkable story and people needed to hear it, So I said, our first album, our debut album came out in 2018, and that was the story of him moving from Toronto to Brooklyn. And when we started working on the new album, I was like, there's more to your story that people don't know. And his journey through addiction and how we overcame it was such a remarkable story to me. I'm like, we're talking about this, privately, but the world needs to hear this. You could have really inspired some people. And he gave me his permission to put that part of his life on full display on the record. I'm glad he did.
Life music.
Wow.
888-742-3345. We got Marco Polo. We got Masta Ace here, life music. 888-742-3345. This is called Life Music off the Richmond Hill Project. You can go on any DSP right now and just listen to this album for yourself. Masta Ace, the legendary, and Marco Polo are here.
Hey.
Marco.
Hey.
Hey. Happy to have you here, my dear.
Thanks.
Yeah, and really grateful for all of your generosity with sharing your life experience because, like Masta Ace said, it is helping a lot of people. And even if they're not going through it, I think it helps people with their empathy. you know, and realizing that there's a story behind every person you don't know. Was it easy for you to say yes to sharing so much of your private life in this project?
Yes, it was easy for me. I'm always reluctant to share my path of getting sober because it's different than anybody else. If you're familiar with how people do it in treatment centers and 12-step programs, you leave a treatment center and then you go to 12-step, Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, and you're in those rooms for life. I'm not active in those rooms. So I was scared to set that example to someone that was trying to be sober, because I think it's important that you work on recovery, where I kind of didn't do that and I stayed sober. So I have a fear of giving the wrong example, but there's still value in my story because I keep those principles in my life. I surround myself with people who are like-minded, who do not, do drugs, drink like crazy. I can't. It's just not. Like, that's why me and Ace get along. He's not on that wave. So we're into a healthier living. I just quit smoking cigarettes. I was doing that for a long time. So it's been a year. That was the last thing that I had.
Yeah.
And it's gone now, too. So now I'm like completely. So
Now you lift weights.
Now I go to the gym a bit, trying to be healthier. But yeah, even if it helps one person, like, it's worth it. Even when I share my journey with quitting smoking, if it helps one person, because I smoked, when I tell you, 2 packs a day for 30 years.
Oh, my God.
Insane. And I didn't take no drugs. I stopped cold. I don't know how I did it to this day, but it's possible.
Well,
so
you
if
kept smoking, that's how you did it.
But I mean, how I quit without any help.
Oh, without any help.
Like,
okay.
no drugs.
Yes,
So you can get the
right.
patch, like nothing. Like, I took some nicotine gums, but so if you're thinking I can't do it, you could do it, because I thought I was that guy who was like, there's no way I'm ever knocking this. And I did.
What was the catalyst?
I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Like, it's a long time to do that.
Yeah,
I want to keep being here. And honestly, losing my pops to cancer, I was like, he didn't have a choice, and I have a choice to make a change. So I felt selfish killing myself when this person got handed a bad deal and had no control and was gone in 2 years because of some crazy shit. So I was like, I can actually stop what I'm doing. So that was a big catalyst.
That's real.
Marco Polo is here. Master Ace is here. I'm going to keep saying this album's name, Richmond Hill. You tune into this show, you should be checking out and tuning into this album. Master Ace and I go way back. He knows this, and every time he comes up, I say it. I even told Tech you were coming today. Oh, Tech told me to ask you a question. King Tech, partner King Tech.
How's his son doing with the football?
So Isaiah, thank you for asking, is now at Davidson, which is Stephen Curry's alma mater.
Okay.
And he's on the football team.
Okay.
So my nephew is playing on the football team at Davidson.
Wow.
Talia, my niece, his daughter, is at Notre Dame in the Valley, and she's running track. She's a half-mile champion.
Okay.
So Ace is family. Ace, me, King Tech, and Ace, a couple of us, it's just we see each other.
That's amazing.
Yeah, right?
Should be a round of applause for that.
Yeah.
Man.
Hip-hop dad.
Yeah, rap dad.
How's your family? I see Lachey. What's up?
My beautiful wife, always by my side.
Yeah,
always holding me down. And
Lachey
Extra
don't age,
beautiful.
huh? Lachey, what you drinking, Lachey?
Extra
Y'all?
beautiful.
Goat blood in the basement.
Oh, man. Jeez.
Why
gotta be goat blood,
Gotta
son.
be goat blood.
Well, what kind of blood is it?
Goat water?
Vegan blood.
Vegan blood. That's
Water,
right.
water will do.
Plant-based blood.
Right.
Plant-based blood.
Low fat.
Ace, you guys got a song called Plant-Based on this record.
Yeah, we do.
Sure do.
You,
Hell no.
okay.
He's
all
not.
right.
Sorry. I'm just being
here.
real.
All right.
Same.
Never. And that's not knocking. It doesn't work for me.
It works. For how long you been plant-based?
Oh man, I guess 6 years. 6 years. I haven't had dairy in probably 8. Eggs and anything like that, 8 to 10 years.
What's the difference? Like, people want to go, well, it's a struggle to be plant-based, and they want to know what's the reward.
Well, I just feel great. I feel energetic. I got a lot of energy. I feel young.
What about your libido? Is that kicks in too?
Yeah. 50's 50. You know what I mean? That you're gonna have. That's part of the journey. But that's a struggle over 50.
That's real.
Yeah.
It's just real.
Yeah, but let me cut you off. We do a lot of touring. I'm 44. How old are you, Ace?
I gotta say it.
He's in his
57.
50s.
Yes, you do, because it's
57.
important for what I'm about to say. Yeah.
Damn, bro, look at this dude,
Yo,
man.
right.
Get this man a round of
Wow.
applause. My
Right.
God.
Goals.
Man.
I'm holding down the music, pressing the MPC, minimal work, and yelling ad-libs, and I'm tired at the end of the show, and this guy's rapping an hour and a half, running around. Like, I'm like, where'd you get this energy, bro? Like, where is it coming from? Like, I'm 10 years plus younger than you, and he is running circles around me on stage. It's crazy.
And meat.
Plant-based.
blood.
Plant-based.
Plant-based blood.
There we go.
You carnivores, y'all get tires easy.
Y'all.
What?
I'm too Italian to be vegan. I can't do it.
All right. Hey, Ace, I want to go.
You ain't by yourself.
Okay. I'm about to go back in time, y'all. I'm gonna dig in the crate. I'm gonna pull one from the mid-90s.
Okay.
To show you how
Wake
far
up
me and
show.
Master Ace go back. Shout out to King Tech. Turn this up.
Tech.
From the archives.
Man, from the archives.
Hey.
1 2 1 2. Master Ace, King Tech. Check it out, y'all. Yeah. I'ma say it now, I don't like none of you dudes. When I watch BET, I make fun of you dudes. Cause I'm just not convinced, y'all not intense. Your first single was cool, you ain't been hot since. And y'all's A&Rs need training bras. Wanna sit around talking about J and Nas. You another punk at the bar, getting stuff in the trunk of the car. And like Shaq trying to dunk on Jabbar. You won't ever see it. What I am, you'll never be it. You won't ever achieve it, and you better believe it. If you got beef with me, it's better to leave it. See, it's not worth pursuing, cause I hurt and ruin. And I don't understand what you jerks are doing. See, I got some big balls and they're extra hairy. And you going down like you're standing next to Mary. See, I only with cash, and checks are scary. And you ain't no CEO, you a secretary. And nigga hold my calls while I hold my balls. And try to get some more plaques up on my walls. See, I love rap music, but I hate the cats in it. In a minute, I'm about to be running for rap senate. And y'all niggas better elect me. You rappers ain't gotta like me, kid, but y'all better respect me. Respect me, respect me, respect me.
Master
That was
Ace.
hard.
You remember that?
I do not remember. I was remembering it as I was hearing it.
What year?
Yeah, what year?
That was in the I think I didn't look at the year.
Disposable era.
Long time ago, man.
Wow.
So here's the
Right before disposable?
No, that was
Before?
It was way before that.
That was
Probably-
way
it's like
before 96. I was gonna say 96. I was gonna
Yeah.
guess. Well, that's 96 is when we released that freestyle volume.
So it could have been before
but
that.
it might have been
Wow.
before that. It might have been 95.
That was great.
Damn.
So with that,
I was mad.
King Tech asked to Master. King Tech, for those who don't know, is my partner who's from high school. Him and I have been partners. We're more like brothers now.
Yeah.
If I make $1, he just made 50 cents. If he makes $10, I just made 5. We have not changed anything about our relationship. It's only evolved and grown, and we get to enjoy the fruits of our labor and benefit from this culture. As long as we laugh when we see each other. Hey, what up, man? Hey, what up, dude?
That's
you
a
still
standard.
here, huh? Yeah. So Ace, he says, man, I've been sitting here thinking. All my questions are old school, of course. That's Tech. Just tell him he has legendary status from me, and does he remember the on-beat, off-beat rhymes he introduced at the Kane party, I think in 1991. Jeez. At that party, Jazz and Jay-Z and Big Daddy Kane also got on the mic, and we played the cassette on the Wake Up Show years ago.
I definitely remember that night. It was a release party, I believe, for Kane. His
Long Live the Kane?
fourth album.
Oh, the fourth album.
The fourth album. Yeah, Jay was there. Biz was there. I mean, it's a bunch of people rap. It was like a crazy, had to be over an hour freestyle session. I can't even remember all the people that got up that Just Ice. I mean, it was so many people that rhymed. And yeah, I did the offbeat, onbeat. But that was an incredible night. I got pictures from that.
You got pictures?
Yes.
We were playing that on the Wake Up Show. This is part of what made us great.
It says Veterans Day, maybe. Was that the name of the album, the King album?
The fourth one? Can you explain what the on-beat, off-beat style was then and what it is to people now would hear it?
I mean, for me, when I was doing it, it was just me trying to play around with style, play around with cadence, purposely be kind of behind the beat a little bit and then catch up on the next line. It was just fun stuff. That's all it was. Just as an MC, just trying to do something different. Because sometimes I would hear cats rap and they were rapping off beat, and it wasn't. They weren't purposely doing it. They just couldn't stay with the beat. But there was a certain
whack.
There was a certain coolness
You know what?
to some of that. Like sometimes when you're out of the pocket, it kind of sounds kind of cool if you know how to catch up. And so it was just me playing around, trying to do something different. That was it.
Hey, man. Why we got you here, right, Heather?
I knew this was coming.
Man, you know, it's just,
And put me in it. Go
I'd
ahead.
just like to see if maybe we could get a demonstration.
Yeah.
Live with Master Ace spitting bars.
Little tutorial.
Remember
It
that
could be,
rhyme?
well, you ain't got to remember that rhyme, but any rhyme, Ace. That was the setup, Ace. You in the valley of the hyenas!
You want to demonstrate the pattern?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna take it back, huh? All right, we're gonna take it back then. Hopefully I remember. Check it out. It's the it off, it on. Boy, you get lit up, so sit up and taste some shit you can't spit up. I hit up 11 MCs just for buzzing. They your cousin. Let's not make that a dozen. It's the rap slasher. I bash ya and crash ya. I has to show my ass like a flasher, then mash ya just like potatoes on the plate. I got mad rhymes and they're great. But your shit's so corny like flakes from the tiger or lion. Wham. Keep on crying and then wipe your tears. I got skills for years. I make them away in the world today like cheers. I'm causing mad ruckus like Dick Buckets, so chill. More magic than Houdini, more jive than the Lil. The freaks come out at night. Hold up, pause. I'm mad large like Heavy D's drawers. Leave all them shoot 'em up gangster lyrics in the rear. And check this here. I put the jingle in your bells, I cold jet deck your balls. Oh, Christmas tree, I kick Frosty in the snowballs. Mad rappers be trying to do their thing, they can rap, and I'll be sure can sing. Who, man? All right. That was years ago. That was years ago. That was years ago. I don't even remember that rhyme.
Wow.
Okay.
Right
Switch
back
up the
in.
beat for me.
He tapped right back in. So this has to go down what he's talking about somewhere between 94 and like 98. Because I'm looking at the list of Kane albums. It was Veterans Day, Daddy's Home, Looks Like Another Job, and then Prince of Darkness. Prince of Darkness was 91. So it's after that.
Okay.
He said Jay and Biz and all of that.
Well, that happened in 91. That event that we're talking
in
about.
91 for the Prince of Darkness album?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hey, you got new rhymes too?
That's right.
Sort of, kind of, not really. Like I just I ain't gonna lie, Sway. These days I'm writing is for the purpose of albums.
Oh, okay.
I don't have that same. I don't know, Heather.
I know.
To just write, just to like to prove I'm nice. Like,
No, you ain't got to prove that.
I don't have that.
We
that
argue-
same desire no more.
I know.
Peaceful.
I know the exact feeling that you're talking about because Sway and I argue about this at least twice a week here on the show. I don't know what to call that. It doesn't even mean that you don't love MCing, the art of it all. It doesn't even mean that you don't love writing, but the mindset is just different. It's a different mindset, and I agree with you. Well, for me, I approach writing so different now. It's different. I don't even know if it's in a song form as much as it's a release, and it doesn't even have to be a song. It might just be an insert in my journal, and then I'm done for the day.
It's intentional.
Sounds peaceful to me.
It's a form of peace.
Yeah,
It
it doesn't
is.
sound like you have to chase anyone's validation. Yeah, it's just
That's
more
right.
about the experience
It
inward.
used to feel pressured.
Is the song certified that space you're in now? Like you don't need validation. You're already certified.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope. We're talking about 30 plus years of rhyming, freestyling on a million stations. Jumping on songs with a bunch of different people. Like, hopefully, we've established that I could rap a little bit.
If nothing else, right?
A little bit.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, like Marco will tell you, like when we're working on the album, and then somebody will reach out to me. They want a feature verse. So I'll be like, cool. So I'll go in on their feature verse and send that, and Marco like, yo, you giving these guys like, do one of those for the album. I'm like, I'm doing songs, bro. Like, I don't know.
I get it.
It's
Okay,
hard-
I
it's
got
hard
an
to explain.
idea. I got an idea.
Okay.
I got an idea.
Let's hear it.
You remember your certified lyrics?
Yeah, definitely.
Shade 4-5, Master Ace on the MIC.
Yeah.
That work? Can that work?
Yeah. Yeah. 1, 2, yeah. Marco Polo on the beat. Marco Polo on the beat, yeah. Marco Polo on the beat. Bonafide certified 35 mil. Netflix chill, little baddie lie still. Big body black truck with the wide grill. So black, low jack if they try and steal. Get money, money, make money, money, money. See niggas grinning but ain't nothing funny. This is what I earn, can't take nothing from me. To whom I'm making sure girl break from the dummy. He ain't bringing nothing to the table but his hunger. Remind me of when I was 30 years younger. Well-seasoned veteran, long hot summer. Chick on my arm, she a strong block stunner. Top gunner, aiming for the stars. If you choose violence, save it for the bars. Grapes in the fruit fight, save it for the jars. Jam that I made me famous for the cars. Let's go. Yeah.
Come on,
Certified stunner.
Come on, certified stunner. We got Masta Ace in here. That's good. I'm good. I just needed to do that, man. Hold up, man. I need a fix.
I thought you had the intro. I thought you had the
I did
intro.
too, but, you know.
Swavey wanted his own concert.
Ace know what it is, man. Me and Tech been having Ace do dance flips, all kind of stuff for years.
my gosh.
Because we love him. And
admire it.
Ace will always have a place wherever we are because he has a voice that needs to be heard.
Thank you.
All of his music resonates to the heart. He makes spirit music if you listen to what he's saying. You know, and so that is something he's been consistent with for decades. So the fact that I'm here for decades has a lot to do with who he is. And so I'm always want to hear him rap. And he ain't always got to rap, and don't feel a way about it, but I'm always ask him to.
So good. Thank you.
Nah, don't feel a way about it. We got James on the line from the ATL. Jay, what's your
What up,
question?
James?
Yo, listen, everybody talk about top 5. Legit, Masta Ace, you are in my top 3. If I could have anybody's career in hip-hop, it would be yours. Going to that offbeat on beat, back to the brand new Heavies joint is a good example of that. But you were on one of my favorite neo soul albums, that Road to Freedom, Young Disciple.
Ooh, yeah.
You did Slaughterhouse, and then I remember in 2001, I'm in Atlanta, and Earwax Records, Jazz was the owner. Every time I'll go in there and say, Jazz, what's hot? Every time for a year, he'd be like, that disposed bar, that disposed bars is the shit. I mean, he puts when that album and everything you did after that, Long Hot Summer, your Son of Yvonne, My Doom, bruh, you have not only made new music, but made it in a progressive, cinematic. You kept moving it forward. Like you were in the 36 years of hip hop, but you were in the 36 productive years from the 88, from the golden era, the first voice on the most classic posse album, to being relevant. Like you are the only MC who is relevant, doing relevant music, pushing it forward. There's no other MC. There's MCs who are making music, but you were hot in the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, and the 2020s. Bruh, I love you. I absolutely love you.
Can we hire this man?
Yeah, there we go. That's another
Somebody
intro
hire
right there.
this man.
That's the intro right there.
It's
man.
2 intros.
We need to hire this guy. Thank you, Jay.
Bro, listen, that disposable arts, anybody, all y'all citizens, I know y'all think y'all know Ace, but listen to his discography. The him rapping over MF Doom beat, you know, that in fact that joint, you, MF Doom, and Kane, come on, man, that's bars on top of bars on top of bars. Y'all are doing yourself a disservice if y'all don't love Masta Ace like I love Masta Ace.
Thank you. Wow. Damn. Thank you.
Damn, James.
Hell of a testimony.
I think we're going to end the interview with that one. All right, thank you, Jay. All right, man, you're a citizen.
Hey, I'm a citizen. I've been a citizen.
Oh, man, this is even better. All right, thank you, James. We appreciate
new to
you.
this.
And Ace, he tells no lies.
He's man.
Tells no lies, brother. Come on, man. Master Ace is here. Look at this guy, man. This is hip hop.
No, for real. And the other thing I think that should be pointed out about Ace is that he's always carried himself a certain way. You know, when you think about being in doing anything for a certain amount of period, for decades at this point, your reputation, you know, goes around, whether good or bad. And he's always carried himself in such a way. I've never heard anyone say anything negative about you. In fact, maybe one of the first things that I heard about you was that you had a college degree, where so many of us during that era were dropping out of college, you know, to pursue this thing that we love. You were one of the very few that actually finished. And it was a running joke because Kenny Parker and I would laugh about it like, yo, you and Masta Ace, the only 2 people that got degrees, you know, in college. Your brother's the philosopher, but Chris never went to college, but Kenny had the college degree, you know, and so.
KRS-One.
Yeah, KRS-One. Yeah. Kenny Parker's brother. But you've always carried yourself a certain way. And I think that should be noticed and celebrated as well. No drama, no stuff, no, don't mess with that dude, don't do, he's slick, never that about you. And it's a lot to say about that. You know, you can't say that about everybody being in any industry for that long.
Yeah, man. Master Ace, man. Let's give him a standing ovation, citizens, all right? If you in your car, your instructions. Here's the Master Ace. Here's the Marco Polo. Come on, Richmond Hill. Here's the Richmond Hill. Shout out to Lachey.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Lachey. Facts.
Always great energy. Always great energy.
Yep.
Gentlemen, I want to thank you for coming by the show today. This was fun for me. I know it seemed like it went by quick, but it's almost 50 minutes.
That was good.
That's crazy.
Wow. Yeah, we just had such a great time. And you guys put together a great album. You on the road with it?
Yes.
We're going end of May through the entire month of June. So about 30-something days we'll be in Europe.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, so are you going to implement my intro in the show, or you want me to come do it live?
Where can I get the audio?
DB and Torture send it to you directly.
Perfect. Please do.
All right, cool, man. Send them that
I'm
call,
serious.
too. Send them that caller, too.
That's 2 intros.
And if y'all need me to do it live, I'll
Still, Sway, they
free.
heard you the first time.
For free. Hey, man. Marco Polo, Masta Ace, Richmond Hill. Anything else y'all want to say? Good?
Thanks for having us, man.
No problem, muscles.
Man, a few words over here.
I got you, Buff.
That's new muscles. New muscles.
Those are new muscles?
New. Just bought those.
You need some protein? You good?
I'm good.
All right. On that note, citizens, have a great day. Stay on the right side of positivity. This is Plant-Based, and we have nothing left to say.